Kelsey will be our timekeeper. So if she gives you the wave, that means that you need to wrap it up, okay? So introduce yourselves to our interviewer, and he will do the same. Introduce yourselves and your major.
Well, I'm Josh Sumner. I'm currently an undecided business major.
Hello, I'm ThomasC. I'm a management major with a communications minor.
I'm JonathanG. I'm a sport management major.
Okay, so I'm Curtis. I'm a finance major. So sometimes it's just not possible to get everything on your to-do list done. Tell me about a time your responsibilities got overwhelming. What did you do?
For me personally, that would mostly be in the area of school. For last semester, my schedule was pretty much packed. Like same things this semester, taking 18 credit hours. So that's the maximum you can take without paying extra, kind of, as well as I work full time off campus. So basically, what I ended up having is that I had basically to focus on a couple of classes that were harder instead of being able to focus on all of them equally. So in particular, my ELA 101 class, I had to try and let some assignments just wait until the end and try and do it as quickly as I could so I could make up the time in those more pressing assignments in my other classes.
Personally, for me, I think I can really relate this to my job last summer. I was working in a John Deere factory, or a dealership, I guess, and I was responsible for customer service, but I was also responsible for a summer-long task that was basically collecting inventory for hundreds of different parts and taking pictures and writing descriptions. So oftentimes I would find myself doing my everyday job, which is the customer service, and not having time to get to the second job that I had to do. So it was pretty difficult trying to manage my time in between the two aspects of the job. And oftentimes I found myself very stressed out, and I just had to take a minute to decompress and kind of just work through it.
I think last year was a good example of this for me. My responsibilities got overwhelming because I played basketball and also golf at a Division III school. And so managing my work in that case I thought was really hard. And so I kind of needed to just create a schedule for myself every day and make sure I got done each thing I needed to do, go to basketball practice, practice golf, and also set aside the right amount of work for the right amount of time for my work. So it was a little bit overwhelming in that case.
Great. Good job, guys. So, Josh, tell us how you felt in answering the question in terms of relevance to the question on how do you get everything done on your to-do list.
Relevance, I think, was fine. My issue, I could tell, was that I tried to make everything too simple, almost like I just said basically like over and over instead of just like explaining what I'm talking about.
Did you feel pressure because of time constraint? Is that why maybe you rushed your answer a little bit?
Probably a little bit. I was thinking that like a minute is like that, where it's really, I think I probably took up like 25 seconds or something maybe.
Kelsey, you were keeping time. Do you have any idea how long?
Over a minute.
Over a minute. Okay. So you had plenty more time to take it in. I took away that you were managing your assignments, you understand priorities, and you had a good result in terms of setting up those priorities with your other work. So next we had Thomas. We were talking about John Deere, one of my favorite brands in the whole world. I got excited when you said that. So tell me about how you felt in terms of your experience answering the question, relevance, confidence, and that sort of
Relevance, I think that the actual story itself, at least the one that was in my head, was like extremely relevant, but sometimes I just have a difficult time getting that out. And so I felt like I might have been a little shaky there. And I think that also has something to do with my confidence. Big settings like this. This isn't even a big setting, but I felt a little nervous. So.
People get nervous in front of groups. That's a natural thing. So you're no different than all of us, me included. I actually thrive on it, but other people are going to have more experience doing it. The more you do it, the more you learn. Nobody sees your nerves. The only tell that I might have seen was a little bit in your voice, but as soon as your voice changed to waver a little bit, you put some more emphasis behind it, and that went away. So you'll see that on the tape. So that's a nice technique that you can use if you find that your voice is wavering a little bit and you think you're showing some nerves. puts more energy behind it and evens it right out. They're totally different. But I thought the story was great. You talked about the John Deere customer service, but you also had another, it was a summer-long project you had to work on, so you had to keep prioritizing. I didn't hear what you did specifically to do it. You said that it was overwhelming or stressful, but you didn't tell me the steps that you took to break it down to manage it. So with the case of, let's see, like Jonathan, when we'll talk about, but you said you set yourself a schedule. That's kind of a tactic that you can use to say, I understood that these, this is going to be challenging, and I managed it. Okay. Jonathan, how did you feel about your experience?
I thought it was pretty relevant in terms of time management, and I thought I was pretty confident in my answers, but a little bit tripped up on words a couple times. But aside from that, yeah.
I was unclear when you said manage it between basketball, golf, and work, whether you meant academic work or
Academic work.
Okay, so that's perfectly fine. But somebody might follow up and say, "Oh, where did you work?" So make sure you put that in there so nobody thinks you're misrepresenting. Yeah. But I thought you had a great, from the start of your setup, you talked about the situation, actions you took, which was to set that schedule. I didn't hear a lot about the what you learned from it. So how would you maybe answer your learning? In the future, would you have a better plan for the following semester?
I think so.
Okay. So keep that story in your repertoire, but maybe tighten up the end part.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Great job. Awesome. Yay. So we have 2 more. We have Elliot and